If you're looking for some better gains out of your 2018 or newer 2.0 liter JL Wrangler, this Mishimoto Performance Intercooler Pipe will do just the trick. Now this will be a great place to start when it comes to adding a bit more power out of your 2.0 liter turbocharged setup for a little bit more pep in your Jeep step. Now that could be if your Jeep is weighed down from heavy armor or larger tires and you want a little bit of extra pickup, whether that's for daily driving applications or when you're taking it off-road. Now this system will feature impressive airflow, outflowing your factory tubing by 36%, and will add a dyno-tested and proven 7 horsepower gain and 12 pound-feet of torque gain. Now in addition to the power that you're getting here, this will also have a removable bypass valve to reuse your stock blow-off valve or upgrade to an aftermarket option, allowing you to customize this setup. Now the bypass valve redesign will create positive pressure as well with the seal and offer no deflection compared to your factory tubing, so you're left with streamlined airflow and reduced resistance, which ultimately in turn is going to increase performance. Now this will be made of a cast aluminum construction for good durability and increased strength for boost pressure. Now what's also pretty cool about this setup is that there's a portion up at the front that has a thicker casting to tap for NTP accessories like gauges, so you can customize this setup a little bit further. Now on top you'll also see a nice black powder coat finish. That's just going to protect the aluminum underneath from corrosion and of course add a finished appearance underneath the hood. This will also come with silicone couplers with the DuraCore, which is going to be 5 layers of silicone and heat-resistant fibers, and they also say that they have a lifetime warranty on them, and it's going to come with all of the rest of the hardware that you need for a straightforward install. Now this kit will come in roughly at $450, which is pretty average for a charge pipe in this application. Now compared to others, I think that this has one up with the removable bypass valve and the fact that you're able to add NTP accessories, which most options don't offer. Not to mention, Mishimoto backs their stuff with a limited lifetime warranty, so you can keep some peace of mind knowing that you're getting a quality product, making it a great pick for your JL. Now installing this will be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about an hour or so to get the job done, so nothing intimidating here at all. Very easy to do. You only need some basic hand tools to do it. Now at this point we can head over to the shop and check out a detailed breakdown of the install and what it looks like step by step. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into it.
For this install you need a 3/8 electric or hand ratchet, 3/8 extension, a 19, 8, and a 10mm socket, a 1/4 inch ratchet, an 8, a 7, and a T25 Torx socket, a 4mm Allen wrench, a 90-degree pick, a clip removal tool, and a pair of pliers. All right, today we're gonna install an intercooler pipe on our Jeep Wrangler, so let's get started. All right, first thing we need to do is we need to get our engine cover off. So there are 2 10mm bolts in the front that we need to remove, and then there's 2 rubber grommets holding the back, and we just lift them off. All right, now on this side engine cover, we need to pop the vent tube off of the cover. There is a plug there and one right there. Just get your clip removal tool and just pop them off of the cover. All right, now to remove the cover, we just need to take our 2 10mm bolts off. All right, there are locking tabs on the connectors, so you may need a pick just to release that locking tab. Just get in between the gray part, just pull it back till you hear a click. Do the same thing for the other 2 sensors. All right, now you just push down on the tab and pull back. All right, now we can remove our PCV hose. So you just push down on the tab, and pull back. Do the same thing for the bottom. Then we can take our hose off here. The same connectors as the PCV. And just move that out of the way. Next, we need to take our hose off of our factory blow-off valve. Just get some pliers, loosen this clamp, and slide it down the hose. All right, we're going to loosen our clamp on our turbo side. So we're going to take our ratchet with our 8mm socket and loosen that up. We have a 10mm mounting bolt here. We're going to remove that. All right, on the other side of the pipe, we're going to loosen this clamp right here. Then we will remove the pipe, and then we'll be able to remove the rest of the coupler without the pipe in the way. So same thing, 8mm socket, and loosen that up. All right, now we can pull our intercooler pipe out. We're going to start on the back of the engine. Just be careful, don't break any of the sensors or pull on any of them. Just going to give it a little wiggle up. And then pull it out of this side. All right, now we're going to loosen our bottom clamp. Because of clearance issues, we're going to use a 1/4" ratchet with an 8mm socket. Now that we got our factory pipe off, we just need to swap over a few things. You swap over our temp sensor, our map sensor, factory blow-off valve, and then our grommet in our spacer here. All right, we're going to remove our temp sensor. We're going to grab our ratchet with our 19mm socket and remove it. All right, we can remove our map sensor. We're going to grab our 1/4" ratchet with our T25 socket and remove our bolt. All right, now we need to reuse this rubber grommet in our mounting point here. Just gotta pop out the factory spacers and just push the grommet through. All right, we can now remove our factory blow-off valve. There are 3 8mm bolts all the way around. Just take them out. Now that we got the new pipe, we can start installing our factory parts onto the new pipe. We got our temp sensor, map sensor. We'll be installing our grommet here and our factory blow-off valve here. All right, we're going to grab our temperature sensor, thread it into our hole here. Grab our ratchet with our 19mm socket, tighten that down. All right, now we're going to take our map sensor. We're going to stick it in here. We're going to grab our supplied 4mm Allen bolt and tighten it down. All right, now for the mounting point, we're going to take our grommet from our factory pipe, slide that into place, and then we're going to take our supplied spacers, put one on the top and one on the bottom. All right, we're going to install our factory blow-off valve now. We have a supplied spacer. There's an O-ring spot at the bottom. We're going to put our supplied O-ring in. Rest that over top. Take our factory blow-off valve, place that over. You'll see there is a notch in there that will go into this groove. All right, we're going to take our 3 supplied bolts with our lock washer and flat washer. thread them in. All right, take a ratchet with your 10mm socket and tighten them down. All right, to start installing the new pipe, we will start by putting our coupler onto our throttle body. We have the bigger coupler, and the smaller side will go towards the throttle body. The bigger side will go towards the pipe. Just put your clamp over, slide it over the pipe, and tighten it down. All right, we're gonna go over our ratchet with our 7mm socket and tighten that down. All right, now we can install our coupler onto our smaller end. The bigger end of the coupler will go over the intercooler pipe, smaller end will go over the turbo. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put a clamp over the pipe, let it rest, then we're gonna slide our coupler over. All right, we're gonna slide our clamp over our coupler, take our 7mm socket and tighten it down. All right, now we're gonna take our second big clamp and we're gonna slide that over the throttle body coupler. Take our other smaller clamp, slide that over this coupler, and now we're ready to install the pipe. All right, now that we have our pipe in place, we can tighten down our last two hose clamps to secure it in place. Now we're going to reinstall our 10mm bolt into our mounting bracket. All right, we can plug in our 3 electrical connectors. Start with our bullet valve. Make sure to lock that locking tab back down on all of them. Our map sensor and our temperature sensor. All right, we're going to take our factory clamp off of our hose here because we are supplied with a new one. Take pliers. Slide it off the end. Take our new clamp, slide it over. Slide the tube on. And then tighten our clamp down with a 7mm socket. All right, we're going to reinstall our hose that goes over the intercooler pipe. Just push it down on the connection. Push this connection on. All right, we're gonna do the same thing with this hose that we took off here. Slide it over, push it down till it clicks. All right, we're gonna reinstall our side engine cover. A couple things to note, these 2 studs will go into these 2 grommets here. And also we're gonna need to reinstall our vent line, both those clips into these 2 holes. All right, we're going to take our 2 10mm bolts that we took out earlier, reinstall them into the engine cover. Okay, now we're going to reinstall our engine cover. Just note these 2 grommets will go over these 2 studs here. Push them down. We're going to take our 2 10mm bolts that we took out and tighten them back down. All right, and that wraps up our install of our Mishimoto Performance Intercooler Pipe for our 18 to 23 2-liter Jeep Wrangler JL. And remember, for everything Wrangler, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.